Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another movie reaction. Today, we're going to be hopping into Leon the Professional. Now, this is the one that won quite tremendously on the Patreon poll. And if you haven't been a Patreon and, if you want to see the polls, definitely check it out. I think it's only like $1 a month to just vote for a poll. But, for those of you who aren't in the Patreon, we had a pretty stacked list on this Patreon poll. I mean, probably the best list so far on the Patreon, and yet this one still won by, I would say, like a good 15 votes compared to all the other ones. And I'm talking about, this was a jam-packed all-star list. I'm talking about Michael Jordan tier list right here. So I'm really fascinated by how this was able to outbeat some of the options that were on there, which piqued my intrigue and my intrigueness, and being able to conversate with you guys. You guys said this movie is definitely a classic. This is something that was from what you guys have told me is definitely underrated, but it's one of those films that is just like a gem if you just dig for it, if you find it. And thankfully I have you guys to help me find movies like this, so I'm really excited to check this one out. I know Gary Oldman is in this as well too, and Natalie Portman as well. I've seen that this was her first movie, so that is pretty interesting. So I'm really excited to see what this film is all about. And if you guys would like to participate in the Patreon polls, it's super engaging. It's really fun to kind of see you guys vote and conversate with each other, what movies you want to have on the poll, etc. Definitely check out that Patreon. It's a great community there, and we're able to just kind of conversate back and forth between these awesome movies that are being selected. But yeah, I mean, I'm really excited to jump into this, so I'm not going to waste too much of your time. Again, I just want to say thank you so much for the support and the love that you are bringing forth to this channel. I mean, we have come such a long way. It's kind of crazy. I think this channel has been live for maybe 6, 7, 8 months, and it's grown this much so far. Oh my goodness, it's pretty awesome. So I can't thank you guys enough, and I'm gonna keep thanking y'all until I die. So guys, with that in mind, just know that I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. Without further ado, let's hop right into Leon the Professional. Man, what I'd kill to film in New York City back in the day. It's just something so film, y'all.
I think we'll be okay here, Leon.
Golly, man. Wow. And that is Leon the Professional. My goodness. Whew. Yeah, that was great. All right, everybody, and that was Leon the Professional. My goodness, this was probably the most emotional ride I've watched. I was close to being brought to tears almost, really. Man, oh man, there's a lot to say about this film. Let's talk about the obvious. The connection between Leon and Matilda was, obviously, I'm using this as an example because that's the first thing it reminds me of, was Logan. And I wouldn't be surprised if Logan actually, took hints from this movie. But the time spent between these two was so well done. And I'm so happy they took the time to do this, because it could have easily been more about the action. It could have easily been more about some other things. But the fact that they focused primarily on the two here is something I really do cherish, because man, when things hit the fan, there is so much at stake, and you can feel it. You can really feel it. And everything else helps guide that, and when I mean by everything else, I mean by the camera movements, by the music. Oh, the music was top notch in this, by the acting, by the editing, by the performances. I mean, my goodness, there were so many well done performances. And but the catalyst, the drive for all of that was the connection between Matilda and Leon. And it shows. This was such a surprise film to watch, and very inspiring for me. Wow. I'm surprised I haven't heard it that often. So I'm very happy I made this channel, because I'm really getting the chance to see some incredible stories with you guys as well too, and recommended by you guys. So I highly recommend, again, watching the full length. And I'm not sure, was that New York? I could have been completely wrong, and I'm probably gonna hear it a lot from you guys in the comments if it's not New York. But yeah, comment below, let me know what you guys thought about this movie. I absolutely love this. If you want to see the full length, definitely check out the Patreon as always, because I have a lot more that I usually say, but I chop it up for YouTube. But like always, guys, stay healthy, stay hydrated, because we are just getting started.
Purple jacket, pocket full of weed. Everything that I should ever need. Grab some matches cause they give them free. Just like my time. Hair pulled back in the backseat.